Alright, family. Welcome to another edition of Melody Economic News. Alright, welcome, good morning. It is about 4:17 in the morning. I'm getting ready to head out to work. Alright, family. And let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, family. Alright, let's start with the Dow market. At Tuesday's close of the stock market yesterday, we saw the Dow was down just, let's go ahead and round it up to 2%. It was down 10.32 points at 1.84%. If rounded up, the Dow was down 2%. The NASDAQ was down negative 74.053% or points, or 0.95%. Let's go and round it up to 1%. And the S&P 500 was down 42.06 points, or 1.60%. Or let's go and round it up to Dow. S&P was down 2%. All right, family. If we look at stock futures, we can see the S&P is down about 87.25 points, or 3.4%, 3.40%. The NASDAQ is down negative 223.75 points, or let's go ahead and negative 2.87%. Let's go ahead and round up 3%. And the Dow was down negative 715 points at negative 3.29%. Alright, family. So let's go ahead and round the Dow up, down. Let's go round it down. It's down 3%, and the S&P 500, I said at negative 3.40%. Let's go ahead and round it down to 3%. All right, family. Let's switch down and let's look at some commodities here. Light crude oil is down 1%. To price going down now at $20, just about $20. Natural gas is down at $1.36. Alright, and gold is up to $1,607.80 per ounce. Corn is down to $339 a bushel. Alright, it's down almost just over 0.5%. Alright, family. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and let's get it started with the actual news. Suppliers, this is from ZeroHedge.com. Supplies are starting to get really tight nationwide as food distribution systems are breaking down. This story here comes as of yesterday. This story comes yesterday. I've been out to some of the stores out here where I'm at, family, and some of the supplies are getting through. But this story leads into one that came across. I noticed the story about a few years ago, and it's actually coming true now. This story is from it's an old story. You can if you can find it. This is from clearancejobs.com. It said that that there are a shortage of 10,000 truck drivers, and that number has increased since I read this story a few years ago. And it's still, you have to actually go on clearancejobs.com and actually log into the website and get a membership to it. Membership is free, but you have to have certain things that get into that website. But that's the actual story. 10,000 truck drivers are needed. This was a few years ago, and it's probably got worse and worse and worse. All right, so a lot of the shortages you're seeing because we have a lack of truck drivers in the country right now. All right, family. So that's the reason why the truck drivers are out. They're in full force. They're trying their best to get out here, and they're dealing with having the supply system which we have in this country, which is just on time delivery. That is false. That means they're delivering stuff just as it's supposed to get their own time, and now you're seeing the consequences of it. All right, family, shortages. All right, most Americans are blaming hoarders for the current mess, but it's actually much more complicated than that. Normally, Americans get a lot of their food from restaurants. In fact, during normal times, 36% of all Americans eat at fast food restaurants or on a given day. That's because both parents are working, or one of the parents is at home with the kids, running around with them all day long, taking care of the house and the household needs and things they need for the family, and more likely the man is out working. All right, or it could be both parents are working. There's no bias here, family. All right, both parents are working, so both parents are tired and get home, helping kids with homework, after school events. Yeah, so that's where that fast food comes in. All right, family. Suddenly, our grocery stores are being flooded with unexpected traffic, and many people are buying far more than they usually anticipated for a long pandemic. Unfortunately, our food distribution systems were not designed to handle this short of a surge, and things are really starting to get crazy out there. Yes, it is, family. All right, most people not in bought food not because of a pandemic, but the anticipation of the market. Many people pay attention to the market, so they figured out that the market is going down, crash goes down, the dollar is weakening, it's going to get weaker, so you might as well get all the food you can before you see hyperinflation. Hyperinflation means your money's worth less and things cost a heck of a lot more. All right, family. All right, and let's switch over to this topic here. The Fed is causing the 2020 mortgage crisis. This is very interesting, family, because what is happening is the Fed is buying up everything that they can to try to keep liquidity or cash flowing throughout the world. It is causing what they call margin calls. All right, margin calls. If you don't know, if you've been to the stock market, that means at the end of the trading day, if you owe money, they want it now, not 5 minutes from now, not 2 days from now. They want their money now. It is due now. They don't care. If you don't have it, then they start seizing assets for you. If you want to see what the best of a margin call is, look at the old movie called Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and the legend himself, Eddie Murphy, the legendary comedian. All right, look at the end of that movie when they went into the stock market. All right, when they went to the markets, the New York Stock Exchange. All right, family, you'll see what a margin call is. Go to that old school movie. All right. Next story comes out of SeekingAlpha.com. Dallas Fed index plunges to negative 70%. All right, this is their Dallas Federal Reserve Branch manufacturing survey, down 70%. I mean, their prior to March and February, it was down negative 6% census and it was at a plus 1.2% prior manufacturing survey. Now for the March, we're now in April right now. The survey for March, the manufacturing index for the Dallas Federal Reserve Branch was down negative 70%. We went from a plus 1.2% down to negative 70%. Family, that is complete hornswoggle. We have no manufacturing in this country. This is from decades of shifting all of our manufacturing overseas. And now there's all of a sudden the powers that be, the Congress and everybody else want to all of a sudden rush and bring back all our industries. Well, you should have been thinking about that instead of shifting. A lot of these congressmen and senators have been up in Washington for far too long. Some of them have been in there since the 60s. And they witnessed it and they allowed it to happen. Alright, family? So if we don't get manufacturing back here real quick and real fast, it's about to be really painful. Alright? Alright, family, and let's go to Goldman Sachs. Alright, Goldman Sachs says the bottom is not in for the bottom line for the market. So Goldman Sachs is predicting that that the bottom is not in. That these last couple of days of market upswing, that's coming to an end, and they expect an all-out bottom. Some people are predicting that the market, you're going to see markets, especially the Dow Jones, go down to Dow 6,000. All right, that is a major drop, and it is a major drop. All right, family. And also, I would like to correct some story I wrote in yesterday. I said the 6 big banks. I only said 5 of them. So here are the nation's top big banks in the United States: Bank of America, J.P. Morgan Chase, Citi, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, and Goldman Sachs. Those are the big 6 banks. All right, there are plenty of big banks. But those are the big 6 banks who are going to Congress right now. They're still in there begging for money for stimulus handouts. All right, family. And the stimulus that we're getting right now, that was actually the 3rd stimulus they passed. That was the big one in major coverage. But we come to learn that there are plans from some Congress, even the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, that they're planning on a 4th, 5th, and 6th stimulus. Bear in mind, family, these stimuluses are going to hurt the economy. All right, the credit rating agencies are going to downgrade the U.S. from negative AAA to BBB plus. All right, family, that is a big shift. All right, family, do your research on what that would mean for us, family. All right, family. All right. And as we stand right now, the futures are headed down a lot more. All right. So, family, I need you to be ready. All right. The price of gold is going up. It's going up, and it's going to go rapidly fast. All right. The East nations who have been hoarding, who have been buying up gold left and right, who have been telling their own people they need to hoard gold instead of hold precious metals, gold, silver, titanium, palladium, platinum, whatever they can find. All right, family. They're telling their people to hoard it. While the Western world, where we live at now, the Western Hemisphere, they're telling people no, it's no value, everything else, but they're secretly hoarding it. The what they call the elites and everyone else. All right, they're not elite. They're just a bunch of greedy folks. All right, get it now and get it now fast while you can. All right, some websites that I reported say have a minimum sale of $299, but if you go on governmentmint.com, you can still get your 1 ounce silvers for relatively a decent price. All right, family. All right, so that's it for this morning. All right, I'm gonna head out to work. Get prepared, family. All right, I urge you to please still get ready. Let's come together as a family, as a community, and let's protect ourselves in this time. All right, family. All right, because when people get crazy, certain groups get they get one shot, one swift of economic hardship, and they quick to jump blame on us, family. All right. Thank you for joining me, family, on another edition of Melanin Economic News. All right, family, let's get started.